Do you know what is social anxiety and what is actually you? We're going to talk all about it. Stay tuned. That's what's up next. Hi, my name is Natasha Daniels. I'm a therapist and I make videos for people with anxiety or OCD. And today I want to talk about one of my favorite topics, which is social anxiety. It's one of my favorite topics because I have social anxiety disorder. I'm raising kids with social anxiety disorder. I've treated social anxiety disorder, and so I get it on all levels. And one thing that I've actually started to realize for myself rather recently, to be 100% honest, is that sometimes when we have social anxiety, we think that we are here and we have to go all the way over here and change. And in fact, a lot of people that support us might encourage that. They might say things like, you need to make more friends. You need to have a bigger social circle. You need to be more chatty. You need to be more social. You need to be more talkative. You need to go out more. You need to go to more parties. You need to do this or that. And that can be really overwhelming for those of us with social anxiety. But we might actually believe that I'm here and I need to be this person. I need to be a bubbly person. I need to be an outgoing person. I need to be a social person. I need to be a person who has a ton of friends. Is that you though? And as I have been working on my own social anxiety intensely for the last 5 years, I would say, I have come to the realization that there are certain things that I am not. There are certain things that are truly me. I am not an overly bubbly person. People would probably call me a little bit more serious. I have deep conversations. I want to have meaningful conversations. I am not outgoing. I am an outgoing introvert. So when I am comfortable, I can seem very outgoing. I am very talkative. I'm very engaged. I really enjoy it. I do get tired because I'm an introvert, but I'm not going to go into a room where I don't know people and be outgoing. And if I do that for an exposure or a challenge to crush my social anxiety, it's draining because it's not really who I am. And so I want you to start thinking about, who are you separate from your social anxiety? And for me, which may be completely different for you, I am still not that person that is going to be having small talk with everybody. I am still that person who is going to maybe talk to one person or two people during a party and possibly still feel uncomfortable and want to leave early. That's okay. That is part of who I am. The part that I'm working on, and the part that I will be working on, because it's a journey and it's something that we practice every single day, is not feeling uncomfortable or feeling like I'm a loser when I am those things. So when I am not bubbly, feeling okay and confident with that. When I am not having a zillion friends, but only a few really good friends, that I don't feel bad about myself. Right? So a lot of it actually for me, which could be different for you, is accepting who I am and not feeling uncomfortable or bad about myself because of those things. And so who are you when we strip away social anxiety? Are you an introvert? Do you like to connect with only a few people? Or are you an outgoing person and social anxiety crushes that for you? So the first step is to identify who you really feel like you are. If you could remove all the burdens of social anxiety, I'm like, get off me, social anxiety, what would be underneath that? Ironically, for me, my daughter, who's 12, or almost 12, it has social anxiety too. All of us actually have social anxiety, me and my 3 kids. But she is naturally outgoing. She is chatty. She wants to be funny. She wants to be the life of the party. And she has social anxiety. And so she's an extrovert. And if she could get rid of social anxiety, she would be even more bubbly, outgoing, funny, and over the top. That's who she is at the core. That is not who I am at the core. And so for her, social anxiety holds back a little bit of that charisma that she has, which is hard to believe because she's very charismatic, but it holds back a little bit of that sparkle because it makes her feel a little bit concerned about what other people think. For me, there's no outgoing sparkle. I want to feel comfortable being by myself in a room full of people. I want to feel comfortable only chatting with a few people and not feeling like I'm a loser, and I hope people don't figure that out. I want to feel comfortable in my own introverted skin. What do you want to feel comfortable with? Who are you underneath? And don't let people tell you that you need to be something different. As I was growing up, my mom would always say, you need to make more friends. Why do you have a hard time making friends? It made me feel bad. It made me feel like I was pathetic. And so I thought crushing my social anxiety equaled having lots of friends, making small talk, being bubbly, being social. That is not actually who I am. So some food for thought, something to think about for who you are and where do you want to go? What is your ultimate goal? Have that vision. For me, it's not to be like my daughter because we're two different people. For me, it's to be comfortable sitting by myself in a room full of people because that is ultimately who I am. Love to have the one-on-one conversation. If someone comes up to me and talks to me, love that, but I'm not going to go initiate it. And that honestly isn't my social anxiety. That is actually who I am. Well, I hope that you found this helpful. I do have an Instagram account that I recently created for people, for teens and adults who have social anxiety. You can follow me over there at Instagram at Social Anxiety Reality. It is new and I am providing content all the time over there, so check me out there. So if you want a more in-depth social anxiety, I also do have a course for kids, teens, and adults on social anxiety, and you can find that at atparentingsurvivalschool.com, or actually a quicker link is natashadaniels.com/social anxiety. I'll see you again next week. Take care.